Word, kalimah, vocabulary. Assalamualaikum and greetings to everyone. I am Nur Shafika Zabidin from UiTM Melaka. Would like to present a paper with the title of Assessing Vocabulary Learning Strategies of ESL Undergraduate Students. Let me begin with the introduction of this study. Vocabulary knowledge has long been identified as essential to successful language learning. We have always known that when students have low vocabulary knowledge, it could negatively influence their whole language acquisition process. Despite its importance, vocabulary knowledge is still not given much emphasis and is not explicitly taught in language classrooms. And this includes English as a second language classroom or ESL classroom. So now, what is the significance of this study? Past studies have shown that it is advisable for language instructors to pay attention to students' vocabulary learning strategies or VLS in order to implement teaching methods that correspond to their VLS. At the same time, making the students aware of their own VLS can encourage active and autonomous learning. Thus, as the researchers are the language instructors of the participants themselves, the data gathered in this study could contribute to their lesson plan development. At the same time, the data of this study was also hoped to add to the existing body of knowledge with the data on VLS used by ESL undergraduate students. In other words, the participants of this study. As stated before, the researchers, who are the language instructors of the participants, executed this study with the main objective of assessing VLS use by the participants, who are actually ESL undergraduate students from Business Management faculty in our university, which is UiTM. In particular, the study addressed the following research questions. Firstly, what are the most preferred VLS among the participants? Secondly, what are the least preferred VLS among the participants? Thirdly, is there any significant difference in the most preferred VLS among the male and female participants? And fourth and lastly, is there any statistically significant difference in the least preferred VLS between male and female participants? Moving on to the research methodology, this study is a quantitative study. As the instrument, the study applied Al-Ahmadi's version of Schmidt's Vocabulary Learning Strategies Questionnaire or VLSQ. According to the Chromebox Alpha value here, where we have 0.950, it means that the questionnaire or the survey has a high reliability. Next, what about the participants? The study involved purposive sampling, whereby an intact group of 36 ESL undergraduate students from the Business Administration faculty in a public university in Melaka, Malaysia. This is because the researchers who are actually the language instructors of these students are interested to find out or to assess the students' VLS. Now, let's talk about the data analysis. The study applied SPSS or utilized SPSS as the data analysis method. The following are the results of the study. For RQ1, what are the most preferred vocabulary learning strategies among the participants? These three are the top three most preferred vocabulary learning strategies or VLS of the participants. We have here item number 5 with mean score of 4.51. When the students find a new English word that they don't know, they would guess the meaning from context or sentence that the new word appeared in. So this is the most preferred vocabulary learning strategies or VLS among the participants. Meanwhile, for RQ2, what are the least preferred vocabulary learning strategies or VLS among the participants? These three are their least preferred VLS. And we have here the lowest mean score with 2.40 is the item of is item number 3, whereby the students reported that when they wanted to remember new words, they would draw a picture of the words to help them remember it. So here it is shown that when they have a new word that they wanted to remember, they would least, the thing that they would least do would be to draw the picture of the words to help them remember it. Next is RQ3. Is there any statistically significant difference in the most preferred VLS between the male and female participants, where the p-value is less than 0.005? So here, as we can see, the most used VLS is when the participants found new word, they would guess the meaning from context or the sentence that the new word appeared. So we have the value of 818, which means that there is no significant difference detected in terms of the most preferred VLS between male and female participants. In other words, both male and female participants involved in this study preferred this method or these strategies, this VLS, of guessing the meaning of the new word from context or sentence, where both of them equally preferred this VLS. Lastly, we have RQ4. Is there any statistically significant difference in the least preferred VLS between the male and female participants? So as we can see here, the least used VLS or the least preferred VLS is when the participants draw a picture or drew a picture when they tried to remember the new words that they found. So as stated here, the p-value is 0.007. In other words, there is a significant difference found in the least preferred VLS between the male and female participants, where the male participants did not prefer drawing a picture of the words, of the new words, in order to help them remember it more as compared to their female counterpart. Moving on to the discussion part of the study, as previously presented in the results section of the study, we have established that the most preferred VLS among the participants would be guessing the meaning of the new words from the context or the sentence that the new words appeared in. Meanwhile, the least preferred VLS among the participants would be drawing a picture to remember new words as they come across the new words. Right? And further analysis of the data found no statistically significant difference in the most used VLS, which means both male and female participants in this study equally preferred guessing the meaning of the words from the context or the sentence that they found that the new words appeared in. While we have a statistically significant difference found in the least preferred VLS, where more male students or male participants did not prefer drawing a picture to remember new words as compared to the female participants. Um, uh, in addition, it was also found that the participants reported a combination of VLS that they preferred to either use or not use, instead of opting only for one particular VLS. So we can see from the data we have a combination of VLS that they preferred to use or not use. So this actually showed an effective practice of good language students or language learners as they make conscious decisions on what works best for them when they come across a new word or when they try to build their vocabulary knowledge. In conclusion, the findings presented as well as the review of other VLS studies further solidify the need to assess students' VLS in vocabulary teaching. Now, similar to past studies, the present study found that assessment of students' VLS is a crucial step in developing vocabulary activities in the classroom. It can essentially firstly, assist language instructors in employing vocabulary teaching activities, and secondly, help in developing active and autonomous learning among the language students. However, the data gathered was only able to add to the existing body of knowledge by representing the set example or set sample and achieve the study's main purpose, which was to assist in lesson plan development for the participants themselves. So future VLS studies can include perhaps qualitative design or experimental design in their studies in order to provide enriched data in their studies. And so with that, I end my presentation. Thank you so much for your time.